What are you doing?
This?
What's this? You're making bubbles?
Yeah.
Your friend is making bubbles for you?
I don't know.
You don't know if he's doing the bubbles or you?
Yes, he's doing the bottle for me.
How are you?
Good.
I'm happy. Your friends are happy to see you as well. Say something small. Something tiny.
I have something at the door.
Something good. Can you pray for all of my friends and my students? Can you pray for them?
Yes.
That all those ones that haven't got married yet will find their soulmates. Yes?
Yeah.
And the ones that don't have children, that they'll have children.
Yeah.
And that the ones that don't have houses will have houses.
Yeah.
And the ones that don't have how to pay for their houses will have houses. Way to pay for their houses.
And also we will.
Also what?
We will.
We will?
Yeah.
We will or we will?
We will.
That also we will have? Yes, and that also we will have. How are you doing, guys? You doing well? So we're continuing, thank God, thank to heaven, to stream on 6 different social media outlets in the same time, working hard on that. Our office is we're keeping the friends working in the office in good shape, thank God. Also, we're planning this wonderful Rosh Hashanah, and everyone are welcome to join us, and you'll make me very happy. I'll be very happy to see as many of you guys with us. We are an online community, but in the same time, when we're meeting finally and see those shiny faces all around, it makes a big difference. It's not the same. So any one of you that are still doubting or thinking how, so first of all to pray for it, that it will work and that it will be like easy and with no problems, and that will go smooth to all of us, to make sure all the arrangements will be covered and fixed, and that we'll have the money, and that everyone will have the ability to pay with no pain, with no sorrow, that everyone will be able to participate and celebrate the holy day together. It will be amazing. A friend of mine reminded me of a thing that I spoke about in Motzei Shabbat about the moon. When we made the Havdalah, so we were talking about the moon and the light of it, and I wanted to just mention a small detail about this thing that was very important for me. The moon is a star, and it's a perfect star. You know, it's round and it goes in circles, and everything is okay with it from its side. But when we're looking at it, so every time we're looking at it from a different angle, and the shade of Earth is shading and making one of his sides dark. Now in reality, the shape of the moon doesn't change a bit even. It stays as it is. But for us, tonight the moon is small, tomorrow is larger, and goes on. The truth is that it's only in our eyes. And also we are like that. We're also in the aspect of the moon, because the moon is representing the faith, and the faith is in the nights, and we are also walking at nights, and we're also receiving our light from heaven, like the moon receives its light from the sun. So we're receiving our light from the Creator, from Hashem Himself, the light of our soul. Now, sometimes we feel that we are going down, that we are illuminating in a lower way than we were yesterday. Sometimes we feel like we're growing and today we're shining more. Sometimes you feel perfect and sometimes you feel you're gone. But in reality, we are all perfect and we are circled and we are complete and we are who we are. And it's very important to remember that even if you feel empty, even if you feel dark, even if you feel low, and even if you feel successful and illuminating and shining, you're still not supposed to give yourself the credit for it from the side of how much light you're holding. You are who you are, and the blessing is the blessing of the Creator on our life, on who you are. He blessed you and gave you a certain nature and treasured inside of you qualities and powers that are amazing and fantastic, and we all have our job and we all have our mission in life, and we should remember that it's perfect. It's perfect when you are part of that family, and it's perfect when you're part of that community, and it's perfect when you are involved with those people, and it's perfect even if you're tired, and it's perfect even if you couldn't cover all of your debts yet. It's perfect even if you're not completely healthy. It's perfect. Maybe you cannot see the light, but in reality it's perfect. And I think it's very important to talk about it and to recharge our batteries to complete our faith. The faith is in the nights. The faith is to believe that there is an divine supervisor, the Creator himself, that makes the creation to be as it is. And even if we're not recognizing the beauty of it and all of its glory, it's still over there always. And it's very important for all of us to remember that. It's very important for all of us to recognize who we are, even if we cannot see it completely. Nachman, what do you say? We have so many souls here that are thirsty to hear words of Hashem. Do you want to tell us something? Come. Come to the camera. Come. Come. Stand by my side, little Nachman. My little angel Nachman. What are you doing when you feel a little bit like weak, or if you don't have enough power? What are you doing? How you strengthen yourself? How you find power? What are you doing in those moments?
I don't know, I'm reading a book.
Reading a book? Learning? Solik.
Sometimes I'm learning and sometimes not.
Sometimes you're learning, and this learning you feel that it gives you power?
Yes.
Like yesterday you read from a certain book and you read a certain story that gave you strength, you were happy, right?
Yes.
What was that book? What was that story all about?
Was about Megillat Esther.
Yes, the scroll of Esther.
And there was a story about Hashverosh with his chair, of Shlomo.
What was the conclusion? What you saw in depth of that story? What was inspiring you? What gave you the reason to continue in reading and to be happy? That you saw what?
It was nice, and
What was nice? Tell me what happened in the story. What was nice?
Hashverosh wanted
Yes.
to sit on the chair of Shlomo.
Yes.
Then his how you say Yotzim?
He what?
Yotzim.
His advisors.
They told him that Paro
tried
tried to sit on it,
And then he lost.
one leg,
Mm-hmm.
and Nebuchadnezzar also tried, but I don't remember.
Something happened to him as well. Like all the kings tried to sit on King Solomon's chair, throne of honor, and no one was able to do that. And Achashverosh decided that he will.
Then they told it to him, then they chose to build the same chair, but not with this, I don't know how to call it.
What? תגיד לי בעברית. Tell me in Hebrew.
דברים ששלמה שם שם.
The stones?
לא, אבנים.
The what?
כל החיות האלה.
The animals, the shapes of the animals, like he wanted to build based on the wisdom of King Solomon, that built it in a certain way that was godly, right? That was representing heaven.
Yes, he wanted without it. Then he built it. Then they couldn't take it to the Irabira.
To their capital city. And what
So then
happened?
they chose to put the Shushan. He will be Shushan Abira.
And what happened? He made it. He was good. He succeeded.
Yes.
Yes. I thought that this chair, he tried to sit on it and it wasn't belong to him and he couldn't sit on it, but I understand that I was understanding it wrong, right? What had really happened was that he succeeded finally, right?
Right, but the real chair didn't sit on him.
He didn't sit on the real chair, he just made another one instead.
Yes.
So he took the advice of his advisors and that's why he succeeded, right? I think so. You see, at least Nachman took something out of that story and we found a good conclusion from it as well. To follow the advice of the wise and not to think to yourself that you know it all by yourself. Me for sure, I don't know it all. Hashem is helping me to learn from everyone, especially from my wife. I'm learning so much from this woman, it's amazing. When you have real deep relationship, honest relationship and a conversation, so the light of the souls is mixing with each other. You can enjoy the light of the soul of your soulmate, of your friend, and then by that you're rising, you're developing and you're growing and you're achieving things that are beyond real, beyond this world. It's amazing. I'll bless you all to have a holy and healthy, honest, based on trust relationship, and that everything you do will have the blessing of Hashem in it, and that you all will see wonders and magnificent things will happen to you. And I hope to see you all together in Rosh Hashanah and we'll have a lot of fun. Amen.
Amen.